What's in a simple hand gesture? Apparently a lot if you're the new King of England. Here's why King Charles III is already sparking some public concern over his behaviour as the monarch. It must be difficult to be a monarch, for many reasons. Not only are you overseeing a country, but you've got the eyes of the entire world watching your every move, particularly at times of difficulty. Whether showing anger, dealing with scandal, or in mourning, the last thing you need is social media giving a big reaction to a small movement. Such is the case with King Charles III, who lost his dear mother Queen Elizabeth II on September 8, 2022. Given no time to mourn, he has already been sworn in as the next monarch and made an impression with his first official speech, saying, "Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today." As he expressed his grief, he promised to uphold his new duties as king, stating,
"I shall endeavour to serve you with loyalty, respect, and love, as I have throughout my life."
He also stated that his parents, Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip, will be laid to rest in a little over a week's time, and used the speech to give his son William the title Prince of Wales. The king even sent love to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle.
I want also to express my love for Harry and Meghan as they continue to build their lives overseas.
But that was then. This is now. Twitter is abuzz again over a small physical reaction King Charles made to some items he apparently didn't expect to see on his desk. A video taken during the Accession ceremony for King Charles III shows His Majesty in what some are concerned is a moment of unbridled anger. Are they making a mountain out of a molehill? On social media at least, some people are finding the absolute worst in a little hand wave. As King Charles prepared to sit at his desk on September 10, 2022, and sign the documents marking his momentous ascension to the throne, he waved his hand in a gesture that some felt was an expression of unnecessary anger. He wanted his aides to clear the desk of an inkwell and pen box that were gifts from his sons, Princes William and Harry. Charles pointed and waved at the items repeatedly until someone came and moved them away so he could sit and sign the necessary documents. But this small gesture is enough for many online to jump on his behaviour. One commenter tweeted, "Charles's brief fury at the pen tray is definitely the highlight of this for me." Another replied, "What happened to maintaining his dignity? He was like an enraged toddler." Others, however, had his back. When one asked why the king couldn't move the items himself, a commenter replied, "It's almost like he's under tremendous pressure and he's just lost his mother. Grief presents in different ways, but you go off." Another sympathetically tweeted, "I'm glad people didn't watch me as I grieved a huge loss." While at least one commenter is not surprised by King Charles's behaviour in the viral video, tweeting he's, quote, "just like his dad," seeing as Prince Philip had a reputation for having a temper, others compared Charles's behaviour to his mum's. One commenter wrote on Twitter, "The dismissive royal hand, just couldn't imagine the Queen doing such." They were surprised to see this potential show of anger given Elizabeth's stoicism and her unofficial motto, "Never complain, never explain." Though the Queen sometimes expressed quiet opinions subtly, often through her fashion choices, Professor Pauline McLaren told People, "She makes sure that she doesn't give too much of herself away." Fortunately, Charles's first official speech as king on September 9, 2022, made an excellent impression, leading experts to think he'll do well on the throne. And at least one credited his emotions for it. Royal expert Ian Lloyd told Newsweek, "We saw that he is more relaxed and emotional with the crowds than either of his parents were, making him more empathetic and responsive." Many also noted his lengthy training period as Prince of Wales, under the guidance of his mother. Ex-Tory Member of Parliament Paul Goodman told Newsweek, "He has had the chance to learn from the most successful monarch in our history. If he follows her example, he will scarcely put a foot wrong."